welcome to the Jolt Zone. I'm here with Tracy down here at Union Station. And Tracy, what kind of things do you guys do down here?
Well, we have lots of events. We have 7 event spaces to have weddings, quinceañeras, corporate parties, conventions, all of it. We do it all here at Station.
But what about the cool stuff a lot of people don't get to see? Like Roberta. You remember Roberta?
Yes, Roberta.
She took me downstairs and showed me the basement because the basement's really cool here.
Yeah, we do paranormal ghost tours of our basement because we're haunted, but not during weddings.
Yeah, any other time, but not during weddings. Can you tell me a little bit about these vaults? I mean,
They were for the safety of the payrolls, gold and silver being transshipped across the country. The building, the foundation dates back to 1889, so it was just 20 years after the Transcontinental Railroad was completed. So these vaults came from Nevada, and held the silver from the Nevada mines and gold. And
so at one time there was a whole bunch of money down here in these.
That's right. That's right. It was safe. Look at these babies.
Big old giant. Holy smokes.
Yep.
I mean, do you got to remember all the combinations of these, or they got them so you can't lock them anymore?
2 that have combinations now.
Only have 2, huh?
2 that are locked.
2 that are locked.
Right.
And why do you lock them?
Because there's valuable things in both of them.
Oh, really? Man. What? Can you tell me the combination? Well, it was worth a try. I don't know.
Actually, I don't know. So,
Whoa, man.
and here's vault number 8. This one's locked.
Oh, that's a locked one.
That's a locked one.
Have you experienced anything unusual or creepy down here before?
Yeah.
Really?
Really? No.
Because to me, it's just kind of an old basement. I mean, really,
Well, most of the creepy things that I've experienced have involved something with 6 or 8 legs.
Oh, well, see, that goes to being the dirty part, right?
Well,
4 legs, long tails.
Yeah, well, 4 legs?
Yeah, long tails.
Oh, no, I've never seen anything like that.
You never seen a mouse or a rat down here?
Never. No, we don't have those.
You guys go ahead and got the exterminator out here every week.
We
It's
do.
just the spiders. It's
Just the spiders, and then there's some 6-legged critters as well that we don't.
well, So I mean, you hear a lot of myths and a lot of goofy things, but you ain't never had like a ghost go by you.
No, but no, I have not had a ghost go by me
You know why you haven't? Because there's no such thing.
because I don't believe in ghosts.
See, me either.
But let me tell you, I do have a sense of this building because so many people have come through the building that we leave a little bit of ourselves, either our personality or something of our essence behind, and that still is here in this building.
Yeah, I think it's when there's some wet cement. Someone put a shoe print back there.
There's some of that too. Yeah.
Yes.
Bodies in there under the dirt.
There's people buried down here.
We're still looking. Yeah, we're still looking.
You're still looking.
Jimmy Hoffa, he may be here.
No. You know what this reminds me of, though? When you open that up, I thought it was going to be like Al Capone's vault. Remember when Geraldo spent all that time and money opening the vault, and there was like a piece of paper or something in there?
Yeah, I do remember that.
I mean, at least you guys use these for storage.
Yes, we use them for storage.
And 2 of them are locked up that no one can get into.
Are locked, right. Yes. And the other one that's locked is right behind you.
Number 10. That'd been cool if it would have knocked back. All right, Roberta. Hey, well, thank you. I really appreciate your time and coming down here and show me this because this isn't something you get to see every day. So I really appreciate it.
No, this is something special down here, so you're a lucky man.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love Roberta. She claims there's no bugs down there.
There aren't any bugs, but there are some other things down there.
How can there not be bugs? It's a basement.
There aren't any bugs. It's really weird.
There are bugs in the basement.
No, there are no bugs.
Give me 10 minutes, I'll find a bug.
Don't you dare.
So, Union Station, we've also had steam trains come through, right?
We have, yeah. We've had the Challenger and the 844 and the Big Boy 4014 as they were moving it back to Cheyenne to be restored.
You know, the thing cool about the steam trains is when the one had come in, I remember standing there on the platform and we're talking to people, and all of a sudden it was like it was raining. I'm like, is it raining? And they're like, no, it's steam, idiot. That's what happens when it turns to steam, it goes back to water, right?
It goes up and it comes back down on your head.
All right, well, let's jolt our memory and go check it out.
Today we brought the Union Pacific 844 into town. This locomotive is very special, 454 tons of rolling history, still operating, built in 1944, operated in regular service until 1959. It's never been retired, it's always been in service. It's really a magnificent machine, as you can see by all the people that have come down to look at it with us. The neat thing about this locomotive is it's just like our modern fleet of locomotives. They're very, very advanced, highly technical machines. This is highly technical, state-of-the-art 1944. So there's nothing automatic on it. You've got to make it do everything that it needs to do. And that's the real beauty of a steam locomotive, and I think that's what makes them really special for people, because it's a hands-on machine. It's such a big animated locomotive, but it's operated by hand and maintained by hand.
That's quite the sight, is it not?
It's very loud.
It is loud.
And very large.
From the day it was manufactured all the way up to now, it has been in service. It started out as passenger, and then in the early 50s, it went over to freight. After that, it was slated as a snowplow in Cheyenne's yard, and then from there, it went over to excursion service.
Well, this is one of the biggest events for at least the railroad historical viewpoint in Ogden's history, at least in the last 50 years. This is a return of the big boy to where it historically had run. There's only 8 of them left, so yeah, this is really incredible. And it was meant to run just from here up to Evanston. And they were made specifically for that grade going up through the Wasatch Front and to haul the heavy freight. And they were built in 1941 and ran till 62, 63, somewhere in there. Like I said, logged over 1 million miles just between here and there.
On this locomotive, because of its size, it's very, very compressed under there. And it's got all the machinery that the 844 has, but it's all compressed. So it's just amazing. There's not a lot of room to work under there. We actually had to disassemble some of the brake rigging just so we could get in there to access some of those inspection plugs on the roller bearings and get up in there and replace grease fittings and lubrication lines and all of the things that have to be done when you're going to move a 73-year-old steam locomotive 1,300 miles.
The reason why this train is coming and going through all this extra effort to come to Ogden is because the Union Pacific people know Ogden is special. This is the best, this is the home for their stop, and now they're going the rest of the way.